It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bills and the Jets on Monday night.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, we talk about the phrase last but not least. That qualifies here. It's the final game of Week 1 and one of the most anticipated debuts around these parts in a long time. All eyes on the new number 8, Aaron Rodgers, making his first start as a New York Jet.
And think about it, wearing number 8 despite a gracious gesture from the retired number 12, Joe Namath, to wear that number. Aaron Rodgers is going to make his own way wearing his college number. And you're right about how anticipated this is. The Jets believe he's the piece to get them to the playoffs and possibly the Super Bowl.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Into the air right away is Allen. And incomplete to open things up. So for the Bills, Charles, a lot of people see them as the favorites to unseat Kansas City, not just as AFC champions, but potentially as Super Bowl champions. You take a peek at their first month of the season. The Jets tonight, home for the Raiders next week, then at Washington, home for the Dolphins before they make the trip to London in Week 5.
And it looks like a slate that's going to challenge them, and it probably will, but it's also one that's manageable. They've got a big-time offense and a defense that's been number 1 in the league the last couple of seasons. They believe this is their year.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Will McDonald, first-round selection back in April there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. This to Hines. And a loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. This is Harris on the draw. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run again with Harris. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo 1st down. Off the play fake. Allen. That is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's got room to roam. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Harris running straight ahead, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Allen going to try and keep it. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. Well, there you start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. There he goes, right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nyheim Hines, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So peel back the curtain and let the show begin here. Here we go, partner. After 244 starts in a Packer uniform, it is the first start here in New York for the newest Jet, Aaron Rodgers.
And does that mean we can all exhale now and just enjoy the show? So much buildup, so much speculation, so many of us wondering how this is going to turn out. It begins right now.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. Takes it to about the 37. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Hall again on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now, during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Rodgers with a keeper. And he is going to have a Jets first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Now a 2nd and 2 as they've got it as we resume action. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Rodgers working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Back to the ground with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. A gain of 22.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Straight ahead is Hall. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here's Rodgers. A quick throw, but incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down by Davis, who a lot of people labeled a potential breakout guy before last season, and he delivered, blossoming into one of the league's best deep threats.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Touchdown! Dawson Knox. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. So, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Allen now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Allen going to throw. And this is caught
touchdown. K.J. Hamler there to make the grab. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give running right is Hall. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short pass.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman. 38 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And obviously,
After review of the play,
so they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Here's Hines. Oh, heck of a move. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 3rd and 20.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Allen.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Touchdown, Bills!
Dawson Knox,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slam. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Side.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw once more.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, an even 90 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Brendan, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing now is Allen.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
On play action, Allen.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Allen again.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On the give, this is Harris. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
There's big Quentin Williams, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. To the air, Allen.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Now Harris. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
The kick by Bass is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Allen looks to throw on second down. This is caught, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Hines.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New York ready to go again offensively. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of...
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the...
There he goes, left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Harris, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Damian Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And again, it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win. So for the Bills, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.